Chief Minister N. Biren is sure to take action against COP who indulge in excessive actions during recent protests at Kakwa, says JAC of Naurem Ongbi Sanjita's stillborn baby general strike called off. DIG Range 1 N. Herozit Meitei appeals to people of Manipur to lead their protest demonstrations in democratic manner. And government extends internet ban for 5 more days in 5 valley districts of Manipur. Hello and welcome. You are watching Iscom Primetime English News. This is Nancy giving you the news in details. The JAC of Laishram Ningol Naurem Ongbi Sanjita Devi's stillborn baby has called off the general strike after reaching an agreement with Chief Minister N. Biren during a meeting at the CM's Secretariat this evening. Talking to media persons after the crucial meeting, JAC convener Naurem Williams said the Chief Minister has given assurance to take action against those police personnel who indulged in excessive actions during a recent protest at Kakwa. He further conveyed that the Chief Minister has assured the JAC that it will bear all medical expenses of Sanjita Devi.
Akogi tiagas caption ba mobong caption ba amadi masina mar ka aki kan thola ka asoi ason ana singda aduki mati khudung ti tholi se masi tabira kan hariba pochi akoi thola ro hebagi chapcha ba akogi kanjun SP ga yauna loina akoi masi chapcha ba insurance tribute hebitare rims ki akogi ICU da kana like na ribi akogi sanjita na akoi naurem ongbi laisam ningol sanjita gi damakta akoi puna like criminasi mahaki film maksangi film atu matamda shor mahaki thaujaldagi pharakpo isinu haidna koi punna khoiraminarakan hairiba sanjita gi damakta my careness amati my treatment gi damakta masigi santham punamak khoge lengakna pobirani haina su koi thambirei adan koi punamak like criminasi afabada oiminasi haiba hundu makoi thaminare numitu daida khoge thokriba thodok numitu daida police ki kahenba khogi ahinba notorious action haigadro adumba kanosing sida chenaba khogi police officials sing ki mathakta akhoi karigumba khradi action lokot pi ba support acha hoi jabani ai ba numitu da chenaba khogi police officials sing akhoi thigacha kami karigumba action lokot char lokol kani haibi pot chacha ba thaja bibiri haitare ko.
The media cell of the Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, Imphal, has published another status report on Laishram Ningol Sanjita Devi, wife of Naurem Deepak Singh of Kakwa Naurem Laikai, who was admitted in RIMS ICU on September 12 morning. According to the report published, the patient's condition remained critical as before. At 4:30 p.m. today, her pulse was recorded at 124 per minute, blood pressure at 108 by 66 millimeter of mercury, while the SpO2 was 95% and urine output was 50 to 120 milliliter per hour in the last 6 hours. She is on ventilator support and immunotropes. The RIMS authority added that the hospital is giving its best effort with available facilities for her treatment. DIG Range 1 N. Herozit Meitei has appealed to the people of Manipur, especially while referring to the residents of Kakwa to lead their protest demonstrations in a democratic manner. During a press conference at District Police Headquarters, Imphal West, N. Herozit said some people among the protesters opened fire on police vehicles using automatic rifles during a protest at Kakwa last night. Some protesters even fired tear gas shells towards the police personnel, while warning of taking up stringent measures to deal with the escalating violence during protests. The DIG appealed to the people of Manipur not to use undemocratic means during public demonstrations. Imphal West SP, KSH Sivakanta, Imphal East SP, K. Megachandra Singh, and Imphal West Commando OC Achauba were also present at the press conference.
Ngarang magkawada tawba incident sida ako'y automatic weapon lagi kapok bagi ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯒꯥꯔꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯚꯦꯔꯤꯌꯁ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯔꯛ ꯐꯥꯌꯔ ꯑꯥꯔꯝ ꯃꯥꯔꯛꯁ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯣ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔꯗꯨ ꯉꯥꯛꯅꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯂꯣ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯥꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗ ꯉꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯃꯤꯟꯁ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯔꯛꯄ ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯂꯥꯏꯕꯛ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯐꯥꯎꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯕꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯏꯅꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯁꯣꯛ ꯑꯄꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯁꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯊꯅꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯒꯦꯟꯁꯇ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯃꯒ ꯅꯨꯡ ꯂꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯝꯃꯒ ꯅꯥꯎꯔꯤ ꯀꯥꯞꯁꯤꯜꯂꯝꯃꯒ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯀꯥꯞꯁꯤꯜꯂꯝꯃꯒ ꯁꯤꯚꯤꯂꯤꯌꯟꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯆꯪꯉꯒ ꯑꯜꯇꯤꯃꯦꯠꯂꯤ ꯁꯤꯚꯤꯂꯤꯌꯟꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨ ꯚꯤꯛꯇꯤꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯔꯤꯈꯩ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗꯅꯕ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ.
A bomb exploded inside the residence of Manipur Minister Kasim Vasum in Hamleikong, Ukhrul last night. Vasum, who serves as the Minister of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry and Transport, is a key figure in the Naga People's Front (NPF), a coalition partner with the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) in the state. The explosion occurred around 8:40 p.m., according to local police sources. Fortunately, the minister was not present at his residence during the time of the blast. Law enforcement authorities, including the Ukhrul police, promptly arrived at the scene to conduct a thorough assessment of the situation. As of the latest reports, there have been no casualties associated with the explosion. The incident has raised concerns about the security of political figures in the region, and further investigations are underway to determine the motive behind this attack. In response to the ongoing law and order situation, the Manipur government has extended the suspension of internet and mobile data services across several districts of the state. This decision, which impacts the districts of Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Bishnupur and Kakching, comes after a review of the security situation. Initially implemented on September 10, 2024, the suspension has now been extended for another 5 days, lasting from 3 p.m. today to 3 p.m. on September 20, 2024. The suspension includes services such as mobile data, VSATS, and VPN, with some exceptions for whitelisted entities. This extension follows a previous partial lifting of restrictions on broadband services as per a September 12, 2024 order. However, with tensions still high, the government has decided to maintain the freeze on most internet services to ensure public safety. All mobile services providers have been directed to enforce these suspensions, and users are urged to avoid any activities that could further destabilize the situation. Maira Paibis of Imphal East District's Andro constituency took out a protest rally against the inactions of the state and central government in the ongoing crisis of Manipur. The Maira Paibis demanded restorations of pre-merger status of Manipur. The Maira Paibis began marching in small groups from various localities and gathered at Yaripok, Laimanai, Thongkong, Lampak, where they shouted various slogans in protest against the atrocities meted out on the Meitei community by Kuki narco-terrorists. Later on, the protesters staged a sit-in protest at Laimanai Multipurpose Community Hall. Maira Paibis of Yairipok Laimanai, Top Chingtha, Yambem, Nungai Pokpi, Huikap, Angtha, and Brokongjin, among others, took part in the protest demonstration. All shops, markets, and business establishments remained closed during the protest. Speaking during the protest, Yairipok Maira Paibi Secretary Kontauzam Sanaya condemned the central forces for allegedly being biased against the Meitei community. She asserted that the central forces have been supporting the Kuki narco-terrorists by pointing their arms at the Meitei community instead of safeguarding it. Even as Manipur is an Indian state, the series of incidents that have unfolded so far only makes it all the more clear that the union government considers the state of Manipur as its colonial state. As such, she demanded the restorations of the pre-merger status of Manipur, as it cannot protect the people of Manipur.
Manipur government amasung India government 하리바세 아코이 미삼 프라자싱제 마코이나 아코이부 ngakpi 셴비버기 마후타 센트럴 포스 마야마 마파롬데기 koksalaga 아코이 이름담 아시다 레이리바 미삼 프라자 아코이부 ngakpi버기 마후타 아tamnana atopa tongamba 아코이기 아코이부 원리바 나이리바 나르코 테러리즘 징지부 소갈라가 마코이나 아코이부 옷바 레이바 아코이기 프라자싱데 온살라가 노모이 마톤 온살라까제 아코이 따체마 마마 오이나 아코이 야닝디에바 아두나 아코이나 बुद्धचंद्र महाराज की हक तक मर्ज तौहलगा नमदना मणिपुर से इंडिया गो मंगी फिबान उंग चलहनग्रे फिबान उंग चलहलबदी इंडिया की सिटीजन अमा ओइना मणिपुर इंडिया की पार्ट ऑफ सरुक अमा ओइना अबै मणिपुर से ngakpiro सेंबिरो प्रजा मयान से ngakpiro सेंबिरो अदुदि नतिएबा अदु कारिगुमबि त ngakपिदना नोम नोमगी सुम मणिपुर से इंडिया की लोइलमने हाइबसे नोम चिंगोमगी सुम मयek सेंजला इबा कासु लेतबा कासु खंगदबा ममा अखोइबागो मयek सेंना मासी सुम इबा अदुनदि अखोइजे अखोई मणिपुर से इंडिया गवर्नमेंट तौनगी मर्ज एग्रीमेंट तो हंतोपीरो अखोई मणिपुर प्रजा अखोई निंग तमजरगे अखोई इरोम तोम हिंजरगे अखोई लेपजरगे अखोई की इरमदम से सेंट्रल ग फोर्स ना nga कनेना लाइबसे चिंग तांगनबनेबा.
Street vendors coming from various places across the Valley district of Manipur, Tron's Kwaramban Imakaitel sensed the wee hours to sell their goods and vegetables during the curfew relaxation hour from 5 a.m. to 12 noon today. Government had shortened the curfew relaxation to 7 hours due to the prevailing law and order situation that unfolded after the delivery of Naurem Sanjita's dead fetus at RIMS Hospital yesterday morning. Here's a woman, vendor of Kwaraman Imakaitel says.
Later bazada kara injana kiti ko lagane sama tarali embado lembado ariembado oragane chencha wan bacha ba isa thugdo hona na cha nai thangna ge ne irang hina ne ko akoi jo min thawon yaudre ba pa khale ba sarka jina ne mayam ji nim thana ba ne to bi ge da na ba ne do tawdre ni poje leibadane yamna ware huji koina bazada laga bazade tiaga ando bakinda akoi yole bazadu ko tan banina hambada ki badagi ko ando bakinda yole haji yang ware awabu ba mana pa padagi ware ba mayam chiengu amate ne na ta de ba baza kar ko mang ba ya ba mange smana ka bito da ne patana yonda da na amange adu imu da sine sa da ba ne sine ayam ba oye huji che chinda lambi do thongai lamda kai da salaga suga da ba nong da ba chen tan ga da ba do nupa ngai tan da ba ni na nupi nga do yang ware imu da dik lei ba da lamda sathoga thabak ingang chuba nom ba salami da na haji ti irang ne sap ya dre thi thingai lei ta da ne awa ba ma su oire da ri chu tam han da thi ju thingai lei ta ba imu da cheng bu thong ga dra ngang thi thingai bu lei ta ba ba da ka ga kha ga hona ram ba na upai le te ji pung ani da hogala polo sale aduga ani makhai ahum sida bazaar da yore e adudai pote ko chen chelaga jon bani.
Of the United Kuki National Army, UKNA, was apprehended in Guwahati on Friday evening during a covert operations by Assam Special Task Force, STF. L.S. Joseph Chongloy, aged 34 years, identified as the self-styled finance secretary of UKNA, was taken into custody in the Beltora area. The operations came following confidential intelligence received by the Inspector General of Police, STF. Chongloy, hailing from Churachandpur in Manipur, is suspected of orchestrating several acts of sabotage across Manipur and along the Assam border. Authorities believe he may be linked to recent violent incidents, including the bombing of Separmaina Bridge on National Highway 2 and an armed assault on an Indian Oil Corporation Limited convoy in Tamenglong, Manipur. The STF has registered a case against Chongloy under multiple sections of the Indian Penal Code and the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, and an investigation is going on. Manipur police successfully on September 13 rescued a woman suspected to be from the Kuki community from Jiribam Bazaar near Lamkhai Bazaar. The woman, later identified as Ngauboy Singsand, aged 42 years, was promptly handed over to her family members after the rescue operation. The incident highlights the ongoing tensions and the law enforcement's active efforts to maintain order in the region. In a concerted effort to ensure the safety of citizens and maintain law and order, security forces intensify search operations and area domination exercises in the fringe and vulnerable areas of the both hills and valley districts. These operations aim to prevent any untoward incidents in the troubled areas. To facilitate the movement of essential goods, authorities ensure the safe passage of 253 vehicles along National Highway 37 and 157 vehicles along National Highway 2. To ensure free and safe travel, strict security protocols were implemented, including security convoys in sensitive stretches along these highways. In addition, a total of 108 checkpoints were established across different districts of Manipur, covering both hill and valley areas. These checkpoints played a crucial role in monitoring and controlling movement, but no individuals were detained in connection with violation during this period. The Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee, DMCC, along with the Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, Meitei Alliance, and Global Manipur Federation, GMF, organized a significant protest at Jantar Mantar today, calling for an end to the 15-month-long violence in Manipur. The groups urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi to intervene and protect the historical and cultural integrity of Manipur, which has been under siege since May 2023. The protest was sparked by recent escalations in violence, including aerial bombings and rocket attack by Kuki militants. On September 1, 2024, a drone attack in Kotruk, Imphal East, resulted in the death of Surbala, a 31-year-old mother of two. Another attack on September 6 targeted Moirang, Phiwangbam Laikai in Bisempur district, killing an elderly man and injuring 6 others, including a 13-year-old girl. The rocket strike also damaged the home of Manipur's first Chief Minister, Mairembam Koireng Singh. The DMCC condemned the central and state governments for their perceived inactions and criticized the use of violence as a political tool by Kuki separatists. They highlighted the ongoing ethnic cleansing and military aggressions by Kuki forces against the Meitei community, exacerbating sectarian tensions and disrupting peace efforts. International factors, including cross-border terrorism and drug cartels, were also cited as contributing to the violence. The protesters accused the Indian government of failing to protect civilians and of targeting Meiteis while allowing Kuki protests to proceed without hindrance. The DMCC's memorandum to the Prime Minister demanded immediate actions to dismantle Kuki bunkers, halt the appeasement policy, and restore peace and coexistence. The group called for an investigation into LS partitions actions by security agencies and emphasized the need for accountability and trust building between communities. The internally displaced person sheltering at Kumbi Teraka Upper Primary School in Bishnupur district has appealed to the authorities concerned to provide looms to the women inmates who have weaving skills to help support their finances during their stay in the relief camp. Talking to Iscom News, one of the women inmates said some of them have been making baskets and tailoring clothes in the hope that the authorities concerned would collect the merchandise on a regular basis. However, she complained that they haven't been heard from any officials for a long time.
ꯂꯧꯕꯁꯨ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯗꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯖꯕ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯖꯤꯟꯈꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯩꯝꯇ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩꯁꯨ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯗꯔꯦ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯔꯛꯄꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯇꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯥꯔꯣꯅ ꯁꯥꯍꯜꯂꯣꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯝꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯁꯥꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯗꯔꯦ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯁꯥꯖꯕꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯕꯒꯤ ꯕꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯡ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯥ ꯈꯔꯗꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯅꯔꯁꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯤ ꯁꯥꯔꯤꯕꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯐꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯇꯨꯕ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯔꯤꯕꯣꯟꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯩꯒꯨꯝꯕꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯍꯩꯕꯈꯩꯗꯣ ꯇꯨꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯣ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯕꯣꯟꯁꯨ ꯁꯥꯕꯤꯔꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯆꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯖꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯨꯖꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤ ꯐꯤ ꯁꯥꯕ ꯍꯩꯕꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯨ ꯑꯃꯈꯛꯇꯪ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯔꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯃꯄꯣꯠ ꯃꯆꯩ ꯁꯨꯅ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯔꯛꯇꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯤꯁꯥ ꯂꯣꯟꯁꯥ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯐꯤ ꯁꯥꯕ ꯍꯩꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯀꯩꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗ ꯁꯨꯕ ꯅꯣꯝꯕ ꯁꯨꯐꯝ ꯅꯣꯝꯐꯝꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯈꯔ ꯍꯩꯖꯕ ꯈꯔꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯣꯟꯖꯔꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯥꯡꯗꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ.
In a significant crackdown on drug trafficking, the Saichul District Police have seized heroin valued at over 17 lakh rupees from a Myanmar national. The seizure occurred on September 13 during a routine check conducted by a team from the Saichul Police stationed at Kaifang, Dwarkon. The police stopped a public area, a sumo vehicle bearing the registration number MZ01L2167, traveling from Champhai to Aizawl. Upon inspection, authorities discovered 592.57 grams of suspected heroin concealed in 50 soap cases with an estimate market value of 17,76,000 rupees. The narcotics were found in possession of Ni Dun Liend, a 41-year-old resident of Ngailan village, Myanmar, who was one of the vehicle's passengers. Following the seizure, a case was registered under Saichul Police Station invoking Section 21C of Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances ND&PS Act, along with Section 14 of the Foreigner Act. An investigation is underway to trace border backward and forward leakages associated with the smuggling network. In a significant recruitment drive, an overwhelming 11,23,204 candidates across Assam participated in the Grade 3 examination conducted by the State-Level Recruitment Commission's SLRC today. The Board of Secondary Education, Assam, SEBA, took the responsibility of organizing the exam commenced at 10:30 a.m. across 2,305 centers statewide. Candidates were required to arrive at their respective centers 2 hours prior to the exam start time. With the sheer scale of the examinations, over 70,000 invigilators were deployed throughout Assam to maintain the process integrity. In Guwahati alone, 329 examination centers were established, each accommodating approximately 500 candidates. To uphold the examination's fairness, the Assam government implemented a series of stringent measures, particularly in light of past incidents involving unfair practices through social media platforms such as Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Telegram, and YouTube. To counteract any attempts of malpractice, mobile internet, mobile data, and Wi-Fi services was temporarily suspended from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This proactive step aimed to curb the spread of misinformation and ensure a seamless and unbiased examination process. Authorities urged the public to remain vigilant and dismiss any misleading information circulating online. To further secure the exam's integrity, question papers were stored in strong rooms under 24-hour CCTV surveillance before the exams. Additionally, exam centers were equipped with comprehensive security arrangements, including continuous videography at locations lacking CCTV installations. Recognizing the potential challenges candidates might face in reaching examination centers, district commissioners, in collaborations with the Assam State Transport Corporation's ASTC, arranged additional bus services to facilitate smoother travel for the examiners. The Mizo Jirlai Paul, MZP General Headquarters and Apex Students Body criticized external organization advocating against the slaughter of cattle in Mizoram. The MZP issued a notice stating their firm opposition to any attempts made by external organizations to impose their values on the cultural and traditional practices of the Mizo people, specifically regarding the consumption of beef in Mizoram. They stated MZP believes that such interference undermines the identity and way of life of the Mizo community. Therefore, MZP strongly urges all groups, including Sri Jyoti Math, to respect the cultural values of Mizoram and to refrain from promoting actions that infringe upon the state's customs. The MZP also expressed its disapproval of the ongoing challenges faced by the people of Mizoram concerning the income tax exemption provided under Article 10, 26 of the Income Tax Act 1961 for scheduled tribes and intends to take necessary steps to address the issue. The student body formally requested the government of Mizoram to designate at least one Inspector General Police IGP post under the Mizoram Police Services MPS. Now the headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren is sure to take actions against cops who indulge in excessive actions during recent protests at Kakwa, says JAC of Naurem Ongbi Sanjita's stillborn baby. General strike called off. DIG Range 1 and Herozit Meitei appeals to people of Manipur to lead the protest demonstrations in democratic manner. And government extends internet ban for 5 more days in 5 valley districts of Manipur. Now that's all for today's bulletin. Thank you for watching Iscom Primetime English News. Have a good night.